Thank you, Lana. After waiting nearly 6 years, a mother finally has a sense of justice. Back in 2016, Paris Gustin was murdered in Salt Lake City. The man accused of that shooting ran to Mexico.
But he's now been arrested and is back here in Utah. For every crime, there's a story, and the truth matters. Here's ABC4's senior crime and punishment correspondent Marcos Ortiz joining us here in studio with tonight's Justice Files. Marcos.
Thanks, Emily. Now, we first told you about Paris Gustin's murder last year. His mother anguished over the fact that the alleged killer fled to Mexico and just couldn't be found. Now, that's changed after Fortunato Villagrana was arrested in Mexico.
I'm obviously ecstatic. We've been waiting 5.5, 6 years now. This is year 6 we're going into.
That's because the man suspected of killing the woman's son, Paris Gustin, will finally face charges. In July 2016, Salt Lake City police learn of gunfire. The 16-year-old didn't survive a drive-by shooting. Fortunato Villagrana is the suspected shooter. An accomplice, Martin Cruz, is arrested. Both men face murder charges, but Villagrana becomes a fugitive, flees to Mexico, and nearly 6 years later, he's arrested.
In my heart, I always knew that I would never stop looking for him and that I was going to do everything in my power to make sure that he was caught.
Actually, Villagrana gets arrested in June in his home state near Puerto Vallarta, but he fights extradition. Mexico releases him, and Thursday, federal marshals escort Villagrana to the Salt Lake County Jail.
That investigation started very early on, and our homicide detectives have been working around the clock every single day trying to bring answers and justice to this case.
The accomplice, Martin Cruz, returns to court later this month. Prosecutors and his attorney continue to work on a plea bargain. Villagrana's arrest is a bittersweet moment for Gustin's mother. On one hand, there's the arrest, but there's still a broken heart to deal with.
It's one of those moments where you're happy, but you're also sad because, unfortunately, this doesn't mean that your child gets to come home. So that, unfortunately, is the heartbreaking part about it.
Now, there's little chance that Villagrana will ever get out of jail before trial. His bail set at $1 million. Emily?
All right, and Marcos, you say he was actually arrested in June, but why did it take so long for them to transport him back here to Utah?
Well, it's the process. Villagrana can and obviously fought extradition to the U.S. Those court hearings can take time.
Yeah, obviously a lot going behind this, Marcos. Was it difficult for Mexico to actually turn him over to Utah authorities?
Well, you know, it can be. In this case, I don't think so. There's cooperation between the two countries. One thing Mexico doesn't believe in is in capital murder. They'll not release the defendant if he's facing the death penalty. In this case, Villagrana only faced with first-degree murder. If convicted, he could serve anywhere from 15 years to life in prison.
All right, thanks so much, Marcos. We appreciate your time here.